Hello, I'm Maricela Kelleton with the news. In this edition, public gatherings banned, 300 million kina for schools, and is SIPIC to host the Queen's Baton. Manus police are urging residents to take heed of strong wind and bad weather warnings. Provincial Police Commander Chief Inspector David Yapu highlighted his concern for 17 boat operators and crews during a boat race at Mabuna village. He said many lives have been lost at sea because of the ignorance of boat operators and crews, adding safety comes first. He appealed to all boat owners and operators to work together to avoid boating mishaps. Following the detection of the first Omicron variant case in PNG, the Police Commissioner and the National Pandemic Response Controller David Manning has banned public gatherings of more than 100.
No events of public gatherings of more than 100 people will be allowed until March 1st, 2022. The ban, which has become effective as of Friday, 14 January, means that spectators will not be allowed if a sport requires 100 team members. Big gatherings have proven to be avenues through which large numbers of people become infected with infectious diseases such as COVID-19. Manning said, as per the modeling from the epidemiological team, during the month of March is when they expect increasing numbers in COVID-19 cases. We are attempting to control the rate of infections before we go into election period. We cannot take this lightly, Manning said. Learning from very sad examples around the world, in India when the Delta variant emerged last year, they were in the election campaign period. A total of 400,000 people died during this period in India alone. The first case of Omicron in PNG is a 45-year-old expatriate man who traveled from South Africa. He was diagnosed in Goroka on 26th of December 2021, 9 days after he left Johannesburg. It is believed he contracted the virus outside of Africa because the incubation period of Omicron is less than 5 days. Manning said all requests for events of more than 100 persons will not be approved from the 14th of January until 28th of February 2022. Approvals given prior to this new direction are now revoked. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
2 teen boys have been arrested for allegedly stealing Loringau town's solar panels. The solar panels were for the town's street lights. Provincial Police Commander Chief Inspector David Yapu said one of the boys climbed up the pole and removed 2 solar panels on December 25th last year. The incident was reported to police and the panels were retrieved by the ward councillor of Ward 3 Loringau Town and handed to police. The duo alleged between 15 and 17 from Manus and SIPIC were arrested, charged and locked up. Both will appear in the Loringau Children's Court soon. Meantime, PPC Yapu has appealed to residents to take ownership of the recently installed street lights. Governor for West New Britain Province recently visited the LLG of Gloucester to officially open double classrooms for primary schools in Aragilpua and Makua. It was during this visit that the governor also announced a commitment of 1 million kina to fix the road from Gloucester Station to Iragilpua. Governor for West New Britain Province, Sasindran Muthuvel, accompanied by Deputy Governor and Gloucester LG President Joe Naipu and the Executive Manager for Planning Isidore Silong, travelled to the villages of Iragilpua and Makua to open double classrooms funded by the provincial government in 2019. Head teacher for Iragilpua Primary School, Samuel Aisawa, expressed gratitude towards the fulfillment of the provincial government's commitment in building the double classroom, but also stated concerns regarding plans for the school to take on the responsibility of becoming a junior high school with a current total of 308 students and 8 teachers. Governor Musuvel also announced a commitment of a counter fund of 1 million kina to fix the road from Gloucester Station to Ira-Gilpur village upon recognition of the local people who faced difficulty in transporting their cocoa and copra bags.
Through situation and staff inside this place.
Governor Musuvel also traveled to the neighboring community of Makua to open a double classroom built by a village ward chief and carpenter, Michael Valley. The primary school has 59 students with only 2 teachers. Both areas of Ira-Gilpur and Makua are not accredited by the road from Kimbe. Thus, their only means of transport are by boats and chopper. The annual disbursement of teachers' leave fares is of great concern to the PNG Teachers Association. Morobe Branch President Tony Marupi said the ad hoc handling of leave fares causes unnecessary stress for teachers nationwide.
At the end of every academic year, teachers are forced to stand in long lines for hours to get their leave fares. PNG Teachers Association Morobe Branch President Tony Marupi said this is a concern not only for Morobe but for other provinces as well.
For Morobe, I can say that it has never let the teachers down in terms of dispersing leave fares. The problem is how it has been done. We have also received a lot of complaints from teachers that their leave fares have been cut short or their dependents have been removed, which is really uncalled for. Association is not really happy with.
Marupi outlined that the PNG TA was not present in last year's leave fare screening, adding they were assured that the representative would sit in for this year's meeting.
From our end, we are calling that the division really needs to look at putting a database for teachers so they can easily control and check and balance who's who, and currently there isn't one.
Marivere, TVWAN News.
You're watching TVWAN News. Amongst other stories, after the break, MRDC welcomes bill and NCC acknowledged.
With BSP Internet Banking, you can enjoy your banking at home, at work, or wherever you are. BSP Personal Internet Banking allows you to view your accounts and transactions, transfer money, bill pay, schedule future payments, or access your bank statements. Visit your nearest BSP branch to register now. BSP Internet Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
If you have any ongoing medical conditions, should you get vaccinated against COVID-19?
For most conditions, the answer is yes. When you have an ongoing medical condition like cancer, chronic lung disease, heart disease, diabetes, or HIV, your immune system may be weakened and you are at an increased risk of being hospitalized from the COVID-19 virus. The COVID-19 vaccine helps strengthen your immune system to protect you from severe illness and death. Talk to a health worker about the benefits of vaccination if you have an ongoing medical condition.
Vaccination against COVID-19 is the best way to keep everyone safe.
Call the COVID-19 helpline on toll-free number 1-800-200. This message is authorized by the National Department of Health and supported by the Media Development Initiative under the PNG Australian Partnership.
Back to school 2022 i come up easy to one time roots rice. 600 per line I can get sans lo win him 500 kina lo hap money mark lo 300,000 kina. Lo got sans lo win, you must buy him 10 kg roots rice product. Write him contact details below antap lo empty bag. Na drop him entry inside lo entry box lo store. Vieni mi pla online or sek him store lo kisi mo tok save. Win him school fee money one time roots rice. Good pela rice, good pela price.
Whatever you need for your building and home improvements, we got you covered. Hardware House. We supply high-quality professional tools, plumbing and electrical supplies, homeware and outdoor products, paints, building materials and much more, all at affordable prices. And with our experienced staff, we will provide you with the right advice and help you need. So for all your building and home improvement needs, Bayuki Simware, Hardware House. Quality at affordable prices.
Our world is changing. Digital transformation is revolutionizing and transforming economies. As data needs evolve, it takes a trusted local partner to manage your data securely, stored in country in real time. At Dataco's globally accredited data center, we connect Papua New Guinea to the digital world. With nationwide coverage, Dataco offers the highest level of data security 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Start your digital transformation journey with a trusted, cost-effective and secured local digital partner. Dataco. Yes, you'll be covered.
Susan, I want something.
And Sunshine Nutri-Strong. And new blue packet Sunshine milk.
Ah, Sunshine got new blue packet milk.
Yes, and good walking coffee, tea, na baking scone too. Sunshine Nutri-Strong. And scale or making Milo or milk belong all picking long drink too.
Nice, yeah.
And now Sunshine Nutri-Strong. And we got vitamins and minerals too.
Sunshine Nutri-Strong, the new nutritious milk from Sunshine.
Quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier by you like you more.
Welcome back. Parents and guardians across the country can now tick off one more box in their preparations for the start of the academic year as the Marape Basil government reintroduces the free education policy for 2022. With the strain of the COVID-19 pandemic on many households nationwide, the government has taken back 37% of the school fee burden from parents and guardians. Prime Minister James Marape in Thursday's Parliament sit-in announced a disbursement of 321 million kina to the Department of Education for the lower education school fees.
We have already disbursed 321 million kina out of 632 million kina that is in budget for the lower education school fee. That has been disbursed to the Education Department. They're working with all schools right across our country to ensure, as academic year opens, there's money in our school accounts to ensure schools are operational right through.
The Prime Minister made the announcement during question time as he was providing clarity into the free education policy being implemented by the government, stating that school administrations should only be charging project fees not beyond 20% of what the school fee benchmark is, set by the National Education Board.
No instance should school boards be collecting extra school fees except what the National Education Board sets for project fees. Project fees is to be collected, but project fees should not be beyond 20% of what is the school fee benchmark.
In 2019, when Prime Minister Marape took office, his government seized the free education policy and transferred 37% of the school fee responsibility back to the parents, guardians, district authorities and provincial governments, whilst the government subsidized 63% of the school fees. However, due to the strain brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic, the Marape Basil government has reintroduced the free education policy. The board of the Mineral Resources Development Company has welcomed the passing of the MRDC Authorization Amendment Bill 2021 by Parliament on Wednesday this week. This piece of legislation now allows MRDC to commence elections of project landowners and provide clear arrangements on the appointments of directors on the MRDC board. The passing of the MRDC Authorization Amendment Bill 2021 by Parliament on Wednesday this week now allows MRDC to commence the elections of project landowner representative directors on their respective company boards as mandated by their various company constitution and provides clear arrangements on the appointments of directors on the MRDC board. Managing Director for MRDC, Augustin Manus, said the legislation is an important change relating to election of directors of the trust companies. This bill rectifies the unintended consequences of provisions in the MRDC Authorization Act, the Principal Act, which was passed in June 2020. Manus said when the Principal Act came into effect, it automatically extended the term of office for all current landowner representative directors for a further 5 years, and also prevented landowners from electing their representatives when a director's term in office expired in 2020 and 2021. With this amendment to the Principal Act, MRDC will revisit the pending election of directors for Gas Resources PNG LNG Plant Limited and the two Oktedi landowner companies, Mineral Resources Star Mountain and Mineral Resources CMCA Holdings. Once the Amendment Act comes into operation later this year, the landowners from the 4 villages of Lealea, Papa, Boira and Porebada in Central Province, the 12 villages in Oktedi SML area, and the 8 CMCA regions along the Fly River in Western Province can elect their representatives to the boards of Gas Resources, PNG LNG Plant, Mineral Resources Star Mountain, and Mineral Resources CMCA Holdings, respectively. The board of MRDC thanked the Marape Basil government for supporting its endeavors to strengthen corporate governance within the MRDC group by approving and endorsing the amendment bill and acknowledged the parliament for its approval through the passing of the bill. The National Cultural Commission has been commended for its outstanding performance over the past 2 years. It was presented with a certificate of achievement by the Department of Personnel Management today, a first-of-its-kind gesture.
The National Cultural Commission was awarded a certificate of achievement today for performing its functions outstandingly over the past 2 years. The certificate was presented by Secretary to the Department of Personnel Management, Tai Sansan. The recognition is understood to be a first of its kind. Secretary Sansan said, DPM has acknowledged the agency for complying efficiently with the operations from 2020 to 2021. The NCC's performance was tracked and assessed through the department's online performance management system.
And I want to specifically thank the Executive Director for National Cultural Commission, Mr. Stephen Kilanda, who is one of the first CEOs to really complete this system using the online performance management system, highlighting all its key result areas.
The Secretary encouraged other government agencies to use the online system to provide key public management details for assessment by the department for purposes of transparency. NCC Executive Director Stephen Kilanda said the PMS addresses corruption in the public service. He appealed to other agency heads to use it in their operations.
DPM can't come in the management place or control what we are doing. They're only providing the guidance, so we have to follow them.
Mr. Kilanda gave assurance the NCC will continue to collaborate with the department using the public management system. Marivere, TVWAN News.
And that ends the news segment. In sports, is CIPIC to host the Queen's Baton and PNG RU strategic plan launched.
At BSP, we continue to offer our valued customers smart banking solutions. We're proud to introduce our new range of Visa chip cards, now providing our customers convenient options to shop with touch and go and enhanced security features. For any purchase up to 50 kina, you can simply touch and go. And for other amounts, simply insert your card and enter your PIN. Enjoy the convenience and safety of a BSP chip card, available at your local BSP branch. BSP, our bank, our people.
African swine fever, or ASF, is a serious pig disease that's killing pigs in Papua New Guinea. ASF is not caused by sangoma. The entire highlands region is considered the infected zone. Movement of pigs out of the highlands is not allowed. There is no medical treatment to cure or prevent ASF. But we can all help eliminate ASF by not moving live or dead pigs out of the highlands area, not carrying pork or pork products when you travel from infected areas, separate new pigs 10 meters from your piggery for 10 to 14 days and only introducing them if they remain healthy, cleaning pig pens and dish regularly and before adding new pigs to the pen, feeding pigs clean foods including formulated stock feed and not food containing pork. Look out for your pigs being unwell and call Nakia on 180-1332 or your local authorities to report sick or dead pigs or for more information.
Authorized by the National Agriculture Quarantine and Inspection Authority.
When skin tends to lack natural oil, it is termed dry skin. Refresh and rehydrate with the Neutrogena Hydro Boost range. Here's a simple 3-step routine. 1. Hydro Boost Cleanser. It is gentle, won't clog pores, and adds moisture to the skin, unlike soap. Step 2. A moisturizer, such as this one, for replenishment. Step 3. Bright Eyes. This specially formulated eye roll-on infuses moisture around the delicate eye area. And there you go. Be beautiful, be you.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Open Net.
Back to School 2022 i come up easy turu wantem roots rice. 600 per line ikan gat sans le win him 500 kina lo hap pony mark lo 300,000 kina. Lo gat sans le win, you must buy him 10 kg roots rice product. Write him contact details below antap lo empty bag. Na drop him entry inside the entry box lo store. Vieni mipla online or sek him store lo kisi mo tok save. Win him school fee money wantem roots rice. Good pela rice, good pela price.
Welcome back. The PNG Olympic Committee has officially announced the Queen's Baton Relay Program for Papua New Guinea. The East Sepik province will host the Queen's Baton when it arrives in the country. Governor for East Sepik Alan Bed joined PNG OC President Sir John Dawanikura and Secretary General Alvita Rapila in making the announcement.
The Queen's Baton for the 2022 Commonwealth Games is currently making its way to Papua New Guinea from Asia. PNG will be the first country to receive the baton in the Oceania region. PNG Olympic Committee President Sir John Dawanikura expressed that it's always a great feeling to have the Queen's Baton in the country and the message it brings with it.
The baton will be here for 4 days, from the 29th to the 31st of January. And it's excellent that it's been hosted at the late Grand Chief Sir Michael Samara's home province.
Sir John also said East Sepik province will play host to the baton when it arrives in PNG.
It's an opportunity for East Sepik province to showcase its culture, diversity to the world, because it's an event that will be captured on the actual baton camera.
East Sepik Governor Alan Bird accepted this very important opportunity. He thanked the PNG OC for recognizing the province in hosting the Queen's Baton.
You have chosen our home to be the destination for the baton relay, and in fact so that we could be ambassadors for all of Papua New Guinea. The Sepik people will be delighted to hear this surprise message.
The baton will be in East Sepik on the 29th and 30th of January.
A very unique country, culturally, with our cultural diversity, and so we need to make sure that we maximize on this opportunity every 4 years to show the rest of our country.
Godwin Eki, TVWAN Sports.
PNG Hunters are looking forward to some much-needed match warm-up before the Host Plus Cup season proper kicks off on the weekend of 19 and 20 March. Hunters coach Matt Church has confirmed the 2 trial matches against Fiji Kaiviti Silktails and Central Queensland Capras. The trial matches will take place at the end of February and early March, respectively. The trial matches are crucial for the team moving forward as they will provide a platform for Coach Church to assess and test out the team's structural play, combinations and understanding of the new rules in real game situations before the season kicks off. The PNG Hunters will play Mackay Cutters in the opening round of the Host Plus Cup on the 19th of March at the BB Prince Stadium, Mackay.
So the 26th of February is the Silktails trial, and I think they left yesterday or the day before from Fiji, so that should hopefully allow them definitely to make that commitment, and then the following weekend we're going to play Central Queensland in Gladstone.
Papua New Guinea Rugby Football Union has launched its 2021 to 2026 strategic plan. The document outlines sporting events both national and international. Over 700,000 kina was pledged to the PNG RFU to carry out this 5-year plan.
The Papua New Guinea Rugby Football Union launched its 5-year strategic plan last night in Port Moresby. The 2021 to 2026 plans outlines all national and international events. Prime Minister James Marape witnessed the launch alongside a number of parliamentarians, dignitaries, board executives of the PNG Pukpuks and PNG Palais, and players of the national men's and women's teams. The Prime Minister had a few words of encouragement for the players.
When you know that you must overcome challenges you have with you do better for yourself. And in the course, you do better for your team, you do better for the sport, and you do better for your country.
He also told PNG RFU that the government will announce its support next week through Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited and the National Gaming Control Board.
We look forward to mobilizing a family of sponsors. Kumul Petroleum is here. We'll bring in National Gaming Board, who's had a ad hoc arrangement with yourself.
NCD Governor Powes Pakop supported the PM in saying rugby union is an international sport that deserves support.
Rugby union is a global game. It is a global game. That's the most important statement that we must understand and appreciate.
Governor Pakop went on to pledge 500,000 towards the national teams in preparations for this year's fixtures. Koilala MP and Minister for Commerce William Samp contributed 210.
So with this type of commitment coming, put our differences aside, put a budget and spend that money so that, Dreamando Yumilo come on top of the top 10 or at least winning gold medal or.
Meantime, both of PNG national men's and women's teams are in training camp. Godwin Eki, TVWAN Sports.
And that ends the news tonight. Remember to apply the following simple measures to prevent transmission of the coronavirus. Regularly wash your hands with soap and water, cough or sneeze into your elbow, and exercise social distancing. If you are feeling sick, please stay at home. You can also call the COVID-19 hotline number for more information or assistance. Thanks for your company. Bye for now.